Guys, I recorded half of this video not knowing that my camera was not recording me. Thank you very much. But yeah, so this video today is going to be a story time about my ex. I'm not going to say crazy ex, but I don't know. Hold on. I'm sorry guys, I got this random text and my friend very needed me really fast, but I'm back. Anyway, so today the video is not going to be about my friend's crazy ex because there's no updates for him yet, and so yeah, could not do an update for him yet, but I promise you there will be an update. I'll probably talk about his bio, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so this is actually going to be about my ex, the one I literally had a while back, and had it a while, yeah, it was kind of a while back, I guess, yeah, but, so basically, what happened was, this is going to be about how he dumped me. Like, this is a way to not dump a girl, because literally the way he did it, my family had so many compliments, not compliments, but they had a lot of their opinions thrown, and I'm going to talk about their opinions, because their opinions go in with the story. So, this kid and I got together on November 28th, and I remember, of 2016, I remember this because that day I had the best pizza of my life. The only way that I would remember it is because I had the best pizza of my life that day. That is how I would remember our little, anniversary thing, I guess. But yeah. So then, oh, this was the funniest thing ever, was this kid was moving so fast. Like, a couple days after we got together, he said, so do you want me to call me babe? Do you want me to call you babe or baby or bae and all this stuff? And then he would talk about cuddling me all the time, and I was like, let's back it up. Actually, at the time, I did not think anything about it, but now I'm like, we could have backed it up very far. But no, me being the stupid, idiotic person I am, I did not do that. So, oh. But then, we started having arguments. We started drifting apart. And then he started saying I was cheating with one of my best friends. And I cannot say my best friend's name, but he said that I was cheating with him. And my best friend at the time was taken. So, yeah, no, we weren't dating. He knew for a fact that my friend had a, little, other. Yeah, so, no, wasn't cheating. He wasn't cheating either, so back up, flip up. So yeah, that was a very hard situation. We just kept getting, it kept getting worse and worse. At the time, I was having very bad kind of like depression feelings, I guess, I don't know. And I was having very bad like anxiety. I was very stressed, and honestly, it was really hard for me. He had no clue about this stuff, okay? And then came when, if you guys know about my other channel, sorry, my friend is having a very bad crisis right now. Anyways, back to the story. I promise I will not get off this video one more time. But anyways, though, so basically, where was I? Oh, if you guys know my other channel, you knew I was gone for a very long time, and I did not tell you why. This is kind of going to explain why. On February 16th, my great aunt died. I will be doing a story time about this probably later tonight or tomorrow. Thinking on it. Probably later tonight. But, anyways, basically, I'm going to give you the February 16th, my great aunt died during school, while I was in school. And, it was very hard for me that day because I could not go home. And I was crying in the cafeteria. And this boy goes, I was more upset like this whenever my friend died. I was more upset than this whenever my friend died. I was sitting on the table, sobbing my heart out, I wasn't screaming, but I was very loud. And nobody seemed to notice, which is very strange. But a lot of my friends were there. They were like, hey, you need to calm down. You're just going to get worse. And I was awful. Like, if they watch this, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, he goes and says, I was more upset whenever my friend died. Who says that to their crying girlfriend? May I add, this was a very stressful time period for me also, because I was very stressed. Because my grandfather was also in the hospital, which, may I add, he died the next day. So yeah, but sorry, there's pollen all over me. Yeah, you just don't go and say that to a chick, especially when she was in the state that I was in. So yeah, that put a very dull problem on our relationship. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my bracelet. So then, it just got kind of worse and worse and worse. And then came the day. I had been gone a couple of days because I was very, very sick, and I finally came back. And apparently, all of my friends were like, hey, he needs to talk to you. I'm not going to be saying his name, but they said, hey, you need to go talk to him. He wants to talk to you. Let's just call him Chad. They said, hey, Chad wants to talk to you. And I was like, does it involve me and Chad? They were like, yeah. And I was like, does it involve the words break and up? And they said, I'm not allowed to say. Heads up, if a person says I'm not allowed to say, it probably means yes. So I say, okay, and I walk over to Chad, and okay. It was me, my tall friend, that's what we call her, and she's the one that gave me his Snapchat, and a couple more of my friends, and then he had people sitting around him, and he was sitting here, and he just said this. Let's just watch. He says, hey, boy, the flip. He did not even say, I'm breaking up with you. He said, hey, and looked away, and I was like, okay. And I just walked away, like, very, very fast. And they're like, wow, I'm surprised you weren't crying. I was crying inside. I'm telling you guys this now. I was crying inside the whole time. You guys were like, wow, I'm surprised you're not crying. I was crying inside. I then got home and was very, very upset because this child, our anniversary was the next day. The day before he dumped me, our anniversary was the next day. And he kept trying to get back with me all through the week. And I was like, no. And my friends even said, you should get back with him. You seem more depressed when you're not with him. I was like, I'm depressed anyways. That was the thing. I faked it. It's the whole thing about faking. But I understood their concerns, and I wasn't mad at them. But he got tall friend to go and had the audacity to make her try to get me back with him. Dude, no. So finally, I was like, I don't trust him. If you guys do not know, I have very, very bad trust issues. I have had them basically when my parents divorced and my dad moved away. So I guess this is what you would call daddy issues. I don't know what that's called. I'm pretty sure it's daddy issues. So I have very, very bad trust problems because my dad was gone when I was like, I grew up all through the age where girls really start dating more and more and more. He was up in Virginia a lot. He just moved down like in 6th grade. So, yeah. So that was a very hard moment for me, I guess. It was just a very hard moment at the time because I was like, I just can't trust him. And he heard that because this was in the lunchroom. So I was turned around. I was at a table, and then there was like my table, the empty table, and then the table where he was sitting. He was watching her sit at this end of the empty table while she was talking to me, and I had turned around. We were sitting there talking. He watched and listened to our conversation. Excuse me? Dude, wait for her to come and tell you. I might tell her something personal that I do not want you to hear. But, yeah. So, now let's get to what my family had said. So, I was very upset, and I just needed somebody to talk to. So, I go and I called my stepmom, and she went, what happened? So, I tell her the story, and she goes, wait, what? And I said, yeah. She said, so you're saying he didn't have enough to actually tell you to your face that y'all were breaking up? He didn't even say it in general. My friends did not say it. They said it had nothing. They said that they couldn't say the words breaking up were in it, which means yes. I had put 2 and 2 together. I had to figure out for the fact that he was breaking up with me. That is very, very rude. Not rude, but like that's just upsetting, dude. He tried to do it over text because he had texted me over my friend Cassidy. Not Cassidy. Yeah, let's just call. He texted me over her thing. let's just call her Cassidy. Her real name is not Cassidy, but let's just call her Cassidy. He texted over her phone. It was like, hey, and I had not seen it until I got to the school because I didn't have my data on, and then I turned my data on when I got to the school. So basically, the kid was gonna dump me over text, but that ended up not working. So yeah, what was awkward was after he had dumped me, I had to go to first period with him, and then in fifth period, I had to share a table with him. It was a very, very awkward, very weird moment, but yeah. So guys, never do that to girls. Never go and be like, hey, not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna break up with you. And girls don't go and do that to guys because that is just equally messed up. So yeah, there you go. You found out about another one of my awful relationships, and I promise there is a lot. Dang it, there is a lot. But yeah, so that's great. So yeah, that is one of my awful relationships. I have a lot, so I mean, you guys are gonna be hearing a lot of story about those. If you guys want to hear any other stories, comment down below what kind of story you want me to talk about, because I promise you I have a lot of stories. Except don't ask me about near-death experiences. I have none really. Actually, I think I might. Oh yay! Okay, so yeah, you guys can ask me about that. But I love you guys. I will see you later. And as always, I will see you. Wait, no, that's a Markiplier. I'm sorry. I am very tired. I was up very, very late. So, yeah. Anyways, though, I love you guys. We will see you in the next video. Bye!